Hello, I'm Laura McPhee, a reporter at Pensions Insight and Engaged Investor magazines, and I'm here with Mark Humphreys, Head of UK Strategic Solutions at Schroders. Very good to have you here, Mark. How are you enjoying the conference so far?
It's been really interesting, actually. We've just had a session on de-risking, and I did a session on what are the problems with a kind of a one-size-fits-all approach. So the problems of very low yields and very unattractive time to move from equities to bonds, and equities being quite attractively priced relative to bonds, as well as the governance constraints that people face trying to put these kind of de-risking plans in place. And then we kind of focused on small schemes in particular, because they face particular challenges. They don't have the resources or the people to put these complex structures in place, unlike larger schemes. And so today Schroders is launching its FlightPath Swift service, which is specifically aimed at these smaller schemes and giving them this a de-risking plan, but still allows them to do it at a very affordable and an accessible way that is flexible for them, given that they're smaller schemes and they're cost conscious, and they want to be able to do this without soaking up lots of resources. So it was an interesting session, though, a few questions around it.
Well, it's very exciting that you've chosen to launch FlightPath Swift here, and I wondered if you could tell me a bit more about what it involves.
Well, it involves a sort of a monitoring service that allows us to monitor the funding level for these smaller schemes on a daily basis, and when triggers are hit and the trustees can control what the funding level triggers are, we can change the mix of growth assets, de-risk from growth to sort of matching assets, and increase the level of coverage that they have from their liability matching sort of pooled funds. But it's aimed really to be very simple, easy to access, and the trustees stay in control, but without racking up lots of cost. So it's meant to be really affordable and easy for these smaller schemes, hence the name Swift, easy to use.
And why has this sort of approach become necessary?
I think that people want to de-risk. They're all on a journey. Large schemes can have their in-house resources, or they can afford to pay consulting fees over long periods of time. Smaller schemes, it's more difficult. They want to have those things available to them, but they don't really want to be paying ongoing high fees. They don't really want to be tied up in lots of ongoing decision making. They want to have something simple and robust in place, so they can sleep safely at night knowing it's being taken care of.
Well, thank you very much for that, Mark.